Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be making one of my favorite street foods down in Mexico, Coctel de Elote. This is a fantastic snack and you'll want to try it. To go over our ingredients, very simple recipe. I'm not lying, this is probably the easiest recipe I've done in quite some time. To start off, we will need 2 to 3 cans of corn. Now, depending on how much you want to make, you could use 2, but I'd like to have leftovers of this. This is a very nice snack. Now, the can of corns, we do not need the water because they are already cooked and it's pretty much just water in there. It's not any of the corn milk. If you were using fresh corn on the cob and you actually cut the kernels off, then you could use that milk and then you would want to put it in some water and boil it. But in the canned version, you really don't need it. You'll need some mayonnaise, a little bit of butter. We're gonna be melting this in our microwave. Cotija cheese. You're gonna serve them off with some lime wedges. And to add a little bit of color, we're gonna be using a little bit of chopped cilantro. This is optional. You do not have to use this, but there is some vendors that I've bought before and they had Cheetos, jalapenos, and cilantro and all kinds of, extra stuff in there, bacon. It just depends on who you go to. But the only reason why I'm adding this is just to add some color to the dish. To season this, we're gonna need some Tajin. You can also use ground chile and just a little bit of salt, but this is a well-balanced, a little zesty too, and it's pretty good. Now, when it comes to the hot sauce to make this, I like to use chile amor, which I do not have right now. I have to go to an actual Mexican grocery store to actually get that. But something like Cholula, Tapatio, Valentina, those are available at most grocery stores and you should be able to get some type of Mexican hot sauce. Place your butter in a bowl and microwave for 15 to 20 seconds till it's fully melted. Add your corn into your bowl. Now drizzle in some of that butter. Now this is where you're gonna start eyeing it because the butter's loose, but the next few ingredients is actually gonna add some thickness. So we'll do probably a couple tablespoons at a time of mayonnaise and the Cotija cheese. All right, so this is looking a little loose. So we're gonna add a little bit more Cotija cheese and mayonnaise. Now you kind of want to take it easy on the Cotija cheese because that is, a little salty. So probably about right there is what we're going to be using of Cotija cheese. And we'll thicken it up with mayonnaise. Probably just another couple scoops. And then when you chill this, it's going to thicken up too. But yeah, when I eat this down in Mexico, this is one of my favorite things to pick up. The street vendors are out there with a big old bowl of boiled corn, the cob, and then they got the kernels all separated. And yeah, they got all the condiments. And what I've been noticing over the years, they've been kind of adding in like hot Cheetos and bacon and all kinds of different stuff just to kind of like spice it up. But today we are going to just show you a basic Coctel de Elote. All right, nice and thick. Now, let's go ahead and season with our Tajin. Now, I'm going with the reduced sodium because that Cotija cheese is a little salty. This, we're just gonna layer little by little, just to give it some color. All right, to me, that's looking good. Just to add some of that Tajin color. Now we'll just add in a little bit of chopped cilantro. Now, like I said, all I'm adding this is just to add a little color. One of my last trips to Mexico, where I got the one with the bacon and the jalapeno and hot Cheetos. Yeah, they had cilantro in it. I liked how it looked. But that version I'll make at a later time. I just kind of wanted to just show the basis of Coctel de Elote. All right, let's serve it up. Now we'll just fill a little bit in our cup, that Coctel de Elote. Sprinkle a little bit of Tajin to give some of that brightness. Do a couple dabs of your hot sauce. About right there. Another layer of elote. Fill this all the way to the top. Sprinkle a little bit more Tajin right there on top. A little bit of hot sauce. A little bit of cilantro right there on top, just to give it some color to pop. and a couple slices of lime. And that right there, folks, is Coctel de Elote. A little bit of lime right there on top. You actually need a couple limes with this. Set in a little bit. Time to dig in. This is literally one of my favorite snacks when I go down to Mexico. Some good stuff. This stuff never gets old. When I go down to Mexico, I make sure I try to get either the whole corn, you know, slathered up in all the fixings, or Coctel de Elote. This is one of my favorite street foods that I pick up down in Mexico. It's a perfect blend. It's creamy from the mayonnaise, buttery. You got the zestiness from the limes, and the Tajin has a nice little chili flavor. The hot sauce, the sweetness from the corn. It's just yummy. If you're new to my channel, consider hitting the subscribe button. That way you can see future videos just like this. As always, my website's super simple, cookingwithkirby.com. I'll leave the link in the video description and in the comment section. You really want to try out this recipe. It's delicious. Now I have these recipes. They're really good. You should try them out. Now y'all be beautiful. Take care.